Hey y'all, so this is really the beginning of a new crafty week. I made some plushy pins and I'm just giving you guys a good look. Those ones are sold, but I still have these next 5 sets available and they are super cute, and I hope you will stop into my Etsy shop and check them out. And you know what? She got groomed and she's just so pretty. I wanted to show her to you guys. So cute. She's so mischievous though. Look at how pretty. Look at how pretty. Okay, anyway. That's it. Alright guys, it is a new crafty week. And I am working on the jellyfish, which looks suspiciously like a hat currently. Anyway, today is Sunday. I have one more day off and then I have to go back to work, guys. I'm not happy about that, but let's see if I can get I got laundry in the background. Don't worry about it, y'all. Don't worry about it. I am doing laundry. We had church, and what we do every first Sunday is we actually gather together with a small group, with our small group, instead of the formal Sunday service. And it's always cool because it's always creative, but we always have a meal together. So like real communion with food. And so today was super fun. Maybe last year sometime, for the first time, I made this sausage and potato dish. And we started about 10:30, so it's like really breakfasty, you know, everything that everybody brings. And I brought that sausage and potato dish, and the host, he loved it, and everybody loved it. And so basically, I'm the only one who has to bring the same thing every single time. Which I don't mind because it's so easy. It's really nothing to it. All it is potatoes. I use baby potatoes, and I use some sort of sausage, bell pepper, and onion. Season it up, throw it on a baking sheet for 30 minutes until the potatoes are done. And then that's it, y'all. That's it. But they love it. And so it's really kind of nostalgic. Reminds the host, he said it just reminds him of the types of breakfasts that his mom used to make and that he grew up eating. And so, yeah, I make that. That's always my contribution. But today, the hostess, they made a smoothie bar, and it was so much fun. There were all the different frozen fruits for us, and all the different add-ins were there, and she had recipes up, or she had like a thing where you choose your liquid, choose this, choose that, and put it together. Of course, I just went in and did my own thing and made I made too much. I used coconut water and vanilla soy milk. I don't drink a lot of soy, so I figured it was okay for me to just go for it that time. Because soy has some kind of estrogen type of thing, and you just don't want, as a woman, to have more estrogen than you need. Although I'm at the stage of life where I probably could use a little estrogen anyway. Anyway, coconut milk. Coconut water, vanilla soy milk, and then I was just gonna make a banana berry one, but then I realized they had mango and pineapple. So then I had put in the bananas, I had put in just a little bit of blackberry, all frozen, and then I discovered they had mango and pineapple, and I was like, ooh, I'd rather have something a little bit more tropical. So I put in I put in the pineapple and the mango. I put in some chia seeds. I put in a couple of spoons of Greek yogurt. And then I put in some maple syrup. And I blended it up, and oh, it was so yummy. But I had so much. I had like a cup and a half of smoothies. So I went around trying to give my smoothie to someone else, and one of the younger kids tasted it and loved it. So boom, it was a hit. And then we had a beautiful discussion before we actually took communion. And so we usually eat first. We take a picture together as to all who show up for it, because it's always different every first Sunday. My family and I go every first Sunday, but sometimes, and today was one of those days, more people show up. So it was great. And the lesson, everything that we talked about, the discussion that we had, everything was just, it's always super rich and fulfilling to have these spiritual conversations. And it's so different from regular church, but probably closer to what fellowship used to be like in biblical times, and it's probably why I like it so much. But anyway, but we only do that one Sunday out the month. Anyway, we do lots of unconventional things, but they feed us and they're wonderful. Anyway, it was super fun. And one of my palsy wowsies who showed up just got back from a family vacation to Japan, and then they hopped over to Korea for a few days, and they know I love all things Korea, all things Korean, and so they brought me back a nice gift, including a little BTS swag, which was really nice. And yeah, so they were very, very excited, but she wished she had spent more time in Korea, but her husband's Japanese, and so they spent most of the time in Japan. But anyway, on Saturday, guess what I got in the mail, guys? I got my passport. I've had one before, but I haven't had one in years, and I haven't had one at all in my married name. And now I have a passport. So as much as I've been talking about going to Korea to celebrate my 60th birthday, which is coming up quick, coming in hot, I don't have a passport, so it didn't really feel real yet that I would really do this, because really it's a non-starter if you don't have a passport, right? You can't go. And so I'm all ready now. So now I'm getting excited because it's going to be what I do. I'm going in 2026. And now I'm kind of like, want to do more. Now that I have it, I'm like, oh, it's good for 10 years. I need to do more international travel. So I'm just really excited. We have to get for Steve and Jordan. But this very first trip is really just going to be me and another girl and my bestie. And I know my sister had said she wanted to go, so we'll see if she really goes. And then another friend, the friend that just came back, I was like, just come with us, because she was like, we needed more time in Korea. And so her and her family are definitely going back and spending more time in Korea. So anyway, I'm really excited to go. I'm really excited to do some international travel. It's like an Easter bonnet. It does not look like a jellyfish, but I am just believing that something, once we stuff it and do the bottom, it will. But it's kind of looking like a hat, and I'm not sure if I missed the step, but it's looking like a hat, y'all. Anyway, my stitch count is right, so let's just hope it's not. It looks a little hattish. Okay, anyway, it's gonna be cute. I'm using, by the way, the what is it called? Hold on, guys. I got a ball. Hold on. I don't have a ball next to me. I thought I had a ball of the Flex next to me so that I could tell you. Or maybe it was this ball, and I took the wrapper off. I think it was this ball. Okay, it's Fluffy Flex. Loops and Threads Fluffy Flex. This colorway is Oh no, this is not the green. The green is what I used on the turtle. But this is the yellow, I don't know. And then the creamy contrasting color is the Bernat blanket yarn that we are using, the contrasting color that we use. But I'm back to putting the accent color back on here, the main color back on here. But anyway, so yes, I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited now. I feel like I can really plan in earnest, except I'm a little worried now because, guys, when a couple of years ago, I had to take off because my mom wasn't doing well. Y'all remember that? She is, by the way, doing fantastic. Just fantastic. And I thank everybody again for being so prayerful for us during that time. If you look at her now, you wouldn't even believe that happened a couple years ago. But anyway, it was like a last minute I'm leaving kind of thing. I gotta go home, and so I didn't really get to do the process of what you're supposed to go through to request the time off, And I did everything. I got the FMLA papers filled out from her doctor. I did all that stuff, but they had created a whole new process that I had no idea existed by then because of course nobody gave us a heads up. You find out when you need things. And anyway, the bottom line is this. It turned out that first week that I used vacation time was not recorded. I used sick time. It wasn't recorded at the time. And they just did sort of like a sweep and an audit, and they integrated some things. And in there, we find out that they never took those 40 hours. So guess what? They took them. And so the time that I have had, like for Steve's procedure, I requested those days off because I have to take them, I have to drive them home, and I requested them as sick days. But I'm in a hole because they took those 40 hours back. I mean, the bottom line is I shouldn't have had that much time on the book, so I can't really get mad. But now it's eating up vacation time that I would not have used, previously. But I have been at my job long enough to where I accumulate almost 2 days of vacation time a month, so a little more than a day and a half. So I think I accumulated 1 3/4 of a day. And so I will build it back up because for our Korea trip, we are really looking for something like a 14-day itinerary. We are trying to do it all. And I don't know. That's the plan, but that means I need to have the time available, and I'm definitely going home for Christmas, so what in the world? I'm gonna have to hunker down and not take any time off after after this little vacation I just took for myself, and then after Steve's that one more day, and then I'm just gonna just build it back up and build back up my vacation time. And I will eventually, I don't think I'm gonna start accumulating sick time because I'm having to pay back until maybe August or September. I don't know. So we're gonna pray that Kim stays well and everybody around her stays well, so she does not have to use her vacation time, because I'm going to Korea. It's been a plan for a long time. Anyway, that's it. I just want to jump in and start this crafty week with y'all with a little crochet and chat. I just wanted to say that I also wanted to say that the Share the Love IG challenge is going really well. I have enjoyed it. I am moving on. I'm not going to make any more free patterns and do videos about them. I might make more free patterns, but I'm not going to do another video. I love the challenge for myself, and I love putting the challenge out there for other people. So yeah. Yesterday, I had a live sale that I did with Melanie Crochets, Angie's Treasures, and Gigi the Crochet Queen. Hey, ladies, they will all be tagged below. And it was a blast. It was a blast. Thank you to everybody who came on and supported. I made some sales, and all of the money that I make with my crochet, for the most part, I'm putting it in a fund for my Korea trip. So really trying my best to impact our regular budget as little as possible. So I'm trying to earn. So I am looking forward to finding. I was going through my things today, my plushies and things that I've been making since like last year, like since December, and it's a lot. And I think I still have stuff in storage as well, because even though I made, you know, just over $500 with the 2 shows that I did last year. I think I only did 2. I still didn't say, I still have a ton of stuff left. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I really want to sell it, and I might end up doing like most of it is in storage. So everything that I have here, I have made it since those shows. I have, because last year I was like, I'm just going to give it away, and I don't think I really gave everything away. So I think I have at least 1 bag of plushies still in storage that I need to get out, and I need to try and maybe have a fire sale and give some good deals, or find some shows. So this morning I was thinking I need to do shows starting in the fall. So maybe if I can sign up, if I can find and sign up for 4 shows from September to early December, maybe that'll get it. Anyway, and then that way, because I won't stop making. I love making the stuff, and so the things are starting to get stockpiled, especially the little things, which I'm gonna make a few more little things just because I want that. I want to have those price points available for people. I'm not really gonna do any $5 stuff, but because if I make something that small, I'll probably put two small things together and put them in a mystery bag and sell them for like 12 and not 5. So that's what I'm thinking. But I do want to make. I think I have 9. I counted today. I have 9 mystery bags, but I have 4 small things available to put in a mystery bag. 3 of them are the same thing, so I need to make 1 more additional thing, or 2 more additional things, so that I can make mystery bags with 2 small items and they not both be the same thing. And then I need to beef up my Etsy shop as well. Anyway, guys, that's it for this clip. I think I'm going to just finish. I'm almost finished with this yellow part, and then I think that's it. And then you make the bottom. So this was slow going because these single crochets with this yarn is really hard on my hands, and I have a huge hook. I can't even read. Oh yes, I can. This is an 8. This is an 8mm hook, and maybe that's why it's so big. Because it looks way bigger than the one that Stacy made. I saw this pattern from Stacy Makes. Anyway, but doing the double crochet border is not hard at all. It's just those increases with these single crochets were really, really hard. I like this pattern though. I'm going to make it again, probably in the other colorway. I think I have like an orange, like dreamsicle-y color of this still available. I also have a gray one, and that would be cute too, because I think these would be so great in a nursery, just as nursery decor, because you don't put any eyes on this. I mean, I guess you could, but the pattern, the way it's written, no eyes. So this is baby safe and nursery friendly, but I would use this as decor. Anyway, that's it. That's all. I've been yapping. These crocheting chats, they end up being super long because I am a talker. You know that. Alright. That's it for now. Time for me to move on from this. I still have clothes in the dryer. I have not cooked the thing, and I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to maybe cook tomorrow. It is, what time is it? It's almost 7 o'clock. I have a weekend drama that I watch every Saturday and Sunday. So my second episode is out today. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it. But I just wanted to take opportunity to come on and say hi. Thank you guys, whoever came to our sale, and be on the lookout. I'm really gonna try if I can get on with Palm Street, and I'm gonna try to do one because I think maybe I'll have a little bit of success with that. So I'm going to try. Anyway, that's it. That's all for this clip. Talk back soon. My Etsy shop, I'm gonna make an effort, to continue to let you guys know that I do have an Etsy shop, and I have things in there that I do have some plushies in there. So if you're a crocheter who doesn't like to make plushies, you can purchase plushies. But if you don't like to make them but you like them, you can purchase them. But I also I have stitch markers. I have the jumbo, where is it? I have these available that work beautifully for if you make the plushie animals. These work so beautifully in there, especially if you have a little trouble with your hands and the smaller things don't work. These work really well. And then I have plushie pins. I sold one set during the show, and yesterday, but I have 4 in the shop. I'm gonna take pictures tomorrow and add the other 5 pairs, and then I just ordered some more of the supplies that I need to make more, because I have tons of the pretty different focal beads to put on the edges of them, but I'm running out of the actual pin part, which is just a double pointed needle is what I use. I don't know what everybody else is using. It's just a double pointed needle, and I ordered some so that I could make some more sets of those and put them in my Etsy shop. Anyway, check it out. Go over there, favorite it, follow it. Even if you don't buy anything, do all of those things to help me out. Anyway, I'll see you in the next clip. Bye. Alright guys, it's Monday morning. It's my last day off of this 5-day weekend, and I have emptied the bag, but not because I actually used all the yarn. A little bit of dust in that bag. Hold on, let me dump that out. Okay, so the bag is empty, and what I've done is separating out some of these yarns because they just keep getting in a tangle. Last time I did this, I pulled out a bunch of project bags, and for the life of me, I don't know what I've done with all of those. I've packed them away somewhere, and rather than look for them, I'm just going to use some Ziploc bags, okay? So here we go. What is going back in this bag? This ball of Bernat blanket yarn is going back in. That's a ball of either Chanel Home or Sweet. I think it's Chanel Home Slim in the colorway Sand. That's going back. In this bag, there are a ton of little, or not even little, but separate little balls of yarn, smaller than the Bernat blanket, smaller than these 2 balls, and I put them all in here, and I don't have to open it. You can see we've got all of these are the squishy from Hirschner's. One of them might be like, it's 2 different beige colors in here, and one of those might be ice yarn, but for sure the brown one is ice. And I put all of those in there. That's going back in. And then I had 2 projects that I had started with some Sweet Snuggles. Like, this is a hippo that I started, and it is a pattern from Fiona Dolls, which I started this, I think, either when I thought my hand was feeling better or right before it just kind of went south, and it's just been sitting. So I have that. And then some more Sweet Snuggles Light also has a started project. This is one of the baby dragons. which I will finish. So I'll put that in there. So those are the ones that are going to go in there. Now, I do have this. So this is the jellyfish. Right now I have the top of the whimsical jellyfish pattern that I have been working on when we did our crochet and chat. I have the top, I have the bottom, I have 2 tentacles, and I have run out of this one. I only had one yellow one, I think. I've run out. So I'm considering doing the rest of the tentacles in the Bernat blanket, which you just saw a few minutes ago, which that's what this is. And this is enough for, I think, 1 tentacle in the green. So I could make it, and I do have, I think, orange, like an orange colorway. I don't have any more yellow, I don't think. I'm going to look, but I don't think so. I think I have a gray, which I won't use on this project. Or I'm going to go and buy another ball of this yellow. I mean, it's $5. I have a $5 voucher at Michael's. What do you guys think? Comment down below. What do you think I should do? By the time you see this, I might have already made a decision. I still want to know what you guys would have thought. So that's all going back in the bag for the yarn bag challenge. These are the yarns we're going to attempt to use up. Now let me show you another bag of smaller pieces that were in this bag. So this is a My Granny's Closet bag I got from Refuge sometime last year or year before last. And in this bag is a bunch of the smaller, this is the weirdest, like this is some Sweet Snuggles light. But look at that weird gray inner thread that they got going on. That'll be cut out. I don't know what that is. Anyway, that was in the bigger bag. This is also some Sweet Snuggles light. This is Bernat blanket. I think it's like a tie-dye, and those are just from the other yarns. And then I had a little bit more of this Sweet Snuggle Chanel Home Slim. This is what's left over from the ball I used to make Alvin the Alien. It's too big of a scrap to throw away. I think I'm gonna end up making a scrappy turtle or something. This is what I still have left of that I used, the Just Chanel from the Dollar Tree, and I used it for the rubber duck. It looks like I could make another rubber duck, I think, but it might run low. Anyway, that's in there. And then this is, I think, leftover of the ice yarn from another ball. And then all the rest of this is Timu yarn that was in this bag, but was not in this bigger bag. So this stuff does not count. So these I'm just putting in here, and we will figure out something. But they are a part of the yarn bag challenge. And we'll do our best, especially these bigger ones, to get them down. I use this one and the yellow one. We made the egg, Jellycat egg. And see, this is already getting jacked up. We'll put all this back. I'm gonna roll it back up because now it's getting all tangled again, but I'll put all that back in the bag. So those things on the top of this bag they are part of the yarn bag challenge, especially these bigger pieces. These we might, you know, consider ourselves well done with these smaller ones, but we're still gonna keep them because they are too big to throw away. We will make something scrappy with them. Okay, that's it. That's all. Bye. Alright guys, so I am still on this journey to empty out this bag, and I am just making, I got a free pattern from I think it's Storybook Ami or Storyland Ami. It's a penguin, so I've had paid for patterns from this designer before. And so I decided to jump on this little penguin, except she made it with, I think, DK weight yarn in the design. I am making it with number 5 weight yarn, and I am not actually using traditional penguin colors. What you see me making right now is the head, and normally that would be white, but I don't have any white, and I want to just make something with the yarn that I have. Well, I had a creamy color, but that was blanket yarn, and I didn't have a matching one, so I decided to just do it like this. And so I googled penguins to find out if they ever are brown, and they're never really brown in the face, but they do sometimes have brown feathers. Anyway, so yep, it's my lunch break, and I've already eaten my lunch, and I'm just spending some time working on this project during my lunch break. And yeah, I signed up, or at least I applied to be a part of a market at the end of August. So really, honestly, I need to get making, but I'm not accepted. I still haven't gotten an email showing that I'm accepted, but I need to start working as if I'm going to be in it. And then if that's the case, then I'll be ready for whatever I end up getting into. I'm a little nervous about it because it is an expensive market to be a part of, but usually when you pay more, that means you're going to have a bigger, you have an opportunity to make more. It's a fairly big event, and we'll see if I actually get in, because they do events all the time. And so if I actually get in and it's successful, then maybe it's something that I can do a lot of, not a lot, but on a more regular basis. I mean, I can only make so many Amis, guys. Y'all know I work full time, so I try my best not to compare myself to other people, because we all work within our own abilities, within our own time frames. We work with what we have, and so I probably will never make 20 items in a week until I retire. And then maybe I'll make more than that. But for now, what I make is good enough. Anyway, that's it. That's all. I'll see you in the next clip. Okay, y'all. Oh my God. I did it. I bought yarn, and wow, this box is huge. It's huge. So the Premier Yarns had the chenille, what's called stash goals. It's 500 grams, 1.1 pounds of yarn. Now, in my brain, I just knew that this was like the Dollar Tree, like just chenille, but it is not. It is much thicker, and I'm very happy that I got this. I'm happy, but I feel so guilty because I don't have anywhere to put this. And so now I'm like trying to donate some yarns that I haven't used so that I can have these ones. Oh my God, guys. I don't know if the sale is still on. Well, by the time you see this, it may or may not be, but they had the Stash Goals bags. Each bag was $5. They're normally $8, which is already a good bargain. I saw the $5, came up on my Instagram feed, and I had to go for it. And I shouldn't have. Anyway, here we go. Let me show y'all what I got. So this one is the colorway is just blue. And it's like a grayish blue. And Kelly is right. These bags would have been perfect if they had been Ziploc. But this is the blue. This is fairly close in color, but this one is called Blueberry. Blueberry. And I mean, okay, so this one is cut open. But the yarn is not cut. But you can kind of see it is so much thicker than just chenille. Anyway, this one is Blueberry. Then I got the colorway Sage Green. And I saw Ella, she got a bunch of these as well. I think I got 2 bags of this one because it is the deep brown, and it is so hard to find a really good brown in any of these chenilles or blankets. This one, I think I got a black. Oh my God, this is nuts. I got another deep brown. I might have got 3. Lorel, I'm gonna send you one. I'm just telling you now, you got some of this coming. I got 3 because it's so hard to find. I got 3. This sage green again. Yeah, I got 2 sage greens. Why? Because they were $5. Why did I need 2 of those? Okay. Oh, yes. This is a beautiful green. This is deep green. Y'all, this box is so big. Came home and saw it and was like, oh, what have you done? We got just white. I do all this before the dog comes back from a walk. We've got light yellow. We've got this beautiful salmon. We got this beautiful petal pink. $5 a bag. It's almost 500 yards of yarn. Made in Turkey. This one is the bright pink. And finally, you know what? I didn't get the rust. How come I didn't get the rust? I should have got the rust. Tan. Did not get the rust. Okay, anyway, that's okay. Or did it have a rust? Anyway, that's what I got. That's it. That's all. I shouldn't have got none of it. And now I gotta go figure out what to do with all of it. Okay, thanks for watching, and be back in the next clip. Bye. Alright guys, well, for some reason today, at the end of my work day, I felt inspired to try and make a no-sew, or at least, well, I wanted it to be no-sew. And I wanted to make it on my own. I usually just find a pattern, and I know there are plenty of patterns out there. But, excuse me. It's late, it's time to go to bed. But I was inspired to try and do this. And so, this was the first one, which, you know, it's a prototype. I didn't feel like getting up and going to getting the safety eyes, so I just embroidered some eyes, and that is a terrible embroidery job. But this is some of the yarn from the yarn bag challenge, and I just said, oh, you know, a good idea to use it would be to, you know, design. So started working on that, and this had several problems, but you know, I said, hey, I'm gonna try again. It's a small item. If I can come up with my own little thing that I can do for markets that are my own, it'd be nice to have something on the table that said that I can say I designed. And so let me show you the second attempt. So this one came out better. I had sunflower in mind when I was making it. And so I know on the other one, the petals just, weren't prominent enough. But, so I redid it. I kind of wish I had changed the color to brown sooner than I did. But hey, you know, this one is a good second try, and that's what the bottom looks like. And yeah, gotta work on it, but it's coming along. So it is, you start with the 4 legs the way I'm doing it, and you do end up, that's the reason why this is not no-sew, is because you end up with a hole down here. And I don't know how yet to not end up with a hole down there. So comment down below if you could tell me. But anyway, my desire is to start with the 4 legs and go up. And, you know, I left the opening for the head and then came back and crocheted that. But I just crocheted the 4 together and started the body, and then changed the color. you know, did a little back loop only action and came up with a, this is just like 3 double crochet chain, 2 slip stitch into the same stitch, and that's how I got the petals. This one I didn't actually put a tail on. I don't know if it needs it, but anyway, this is the first attempt, or the second attempt, and I like the way it came out, and I got up since I was still doing it and got the safety eyes. So here is the second turtle. Let me show you them 2 together again. So I think they both are too tall. I think they should be a little bit lower to the ground. I did get this one lower to the ground, but it's still a little too puffy. But yeah, you could see my progress. You can see the progress. I think that's why it's cool to make it in the same yarn, because you can see the evolution of this little no-sew turtle pattern that I'm trying to create on my own. Yeah, I've never successfully designed amigurumi before, and I hear a lot of people say, oh, I just wing this, and you know, I usually don't wing anything. I usually find, you know, because when I first started crocheting, I thought, oh, you could just wing everything. And maybe if I had stayed on that road, I would now be creating patterns. However, when I was winging things, and back then I was making lots of hats and scarves and stuff, and it just wouldn't come out exactly right. So then I started using patterns, and I was like, oh, okay, this is better. So I got away from sort of doing it on my own. But, you know, as a result, I can definitely read patterns, and I can follow tutorials. I can do it all. And, but yeah, I think it's, you know, cool to have your brain focused on something like this. And, yeah, so it's coming along. Let's see how I make it better. All right. Bye. To work. That's my bag of stuff. Turtles I'm trying to design. I know there's tons of turtle designs, but I'm making one for myself. Good morning, guys. I am on my way to work. Today's a half day because a friend of mine, a really good friend and a mentor as well. She is really not that much older than me, but you know, her stage of life is beyond mine because her kids are grown. Because we all know Kim started the parenthood thing quite late in life. I think it's not unusual anymore, but used to be unusual to be this age and have your one and only child. Hey, people. Whoo, y'all, they in the driveway, so folks can't get out because they have to do what they want to do for themselves. So I have to make it work. All right. Anyway. Yes. Anyway. She's my mentor. She's my friend, and she has been pursuing a goal that today she will have officially achieved. And she has been an attorney representing children in the system for many years. And today she is being appointed as a judge, and we are so excited, so proud, and so happy for her. So I'm going to work for a half a day, and then I am going to go and be there for her investiture. And it's just, wow. Like, how often do you get to do something like that? So I definitely was like, I will use some vacation time so I can see my friend become officially a judge. So working half a day. I got my bag with me because I won't take a lunch. Well, I probably will take a lunch. I don't know. It'll be short, and I'll eat some soup or something just so that I won't be jacked up going through the ceremony and everything. And then tomorrow she's gonna have a shindig to celebrate. Shindig might be too casual of a name, but a nice celebratory event, a party to just celebrate what she has achieved. And man, does she deserve it. So that is super exciting. And the other thing that's really exciting, because this is my family, my husband, guys, I've been talking to you all about, I don't talk about it a lot, but I have mentioned that my husband has been pursuing a doctorate degree. And yesterday he got the almost final step, and he will be defending his thesis, and before we know it, he will be Dr. Stephen Jeffrey Thompson. And the crowd goes wild. We've been on the journey for a long time, guys, and he is so good at just staying focused, getting his things done with everything we've been through during the pursuit of this degree. He has remained steadfast, continued to do all the things he has been doing. He's been working full-time and pursuing this at the same time, and we are here. He's gonna have an educational doctorate, and yeah, he's gonna be Dr. Thompson, y'all. So lots of good things happening around here amongst the peoples in my life, and I'm very excited for that. So we have to figure out when we're going to celebrate Steve. He actually, the school that he's going to, it's an online one, and they have a graduation once a year. So that's in May. And since he's going to be finishing now, he won't actually attend the graduation until next year. But we should be celebrating much sooner. I don't know what he's going to want to do. He gets a little, ticky about things, and he might not feel like it's official if he hasn't walked across the stage, but it's official as soon as he finishes the work, and he will be called Dr. Thompson. He will get his diploma. He just won't attend the ceremony until next year. And we're going to attend the ceremony for his sake, for Jordan's sake, so he can see his dad doing it. We're doing all the things, Lord willing. So yeah, it's very exciting. We really need to figure out a celebration though for probably before the end of the summer, because basically his chair approved everything. His chair, whatever, however you want to call it. She's the one that has walked him through this whole last 3 years, and she approved it. So now what happens, according to what he told me, is it goes to a methodologist. Once that person goes through it and approves everything, then he will be ready to defend, and that is 10 days. It'll be about 10 days. And so she already told him to get started on his PowerPoint presentation to get ready for his defense. So she's very confident that this is going to go through. The methodologist likely will not send it back. And even if the methodologist does send it back, which she says it really doesn't happen to her, once she approves, usually the methodologist is satisfied. And so, but even if it comes back, he just has to fix it. It'll be something minor, and then he'll be ready to defend. So we are looking at 10 days, and he will have his doctoral degree, guys. And I mean, you guys don't know him, but this is so in his wheelhouse. Like, this, Steve should have been a professor. He is so cerebral, but very, very, also very fun and very, gregarious at times, but he's very, very, very cerebral, and research is his jam. And so this doctoral degree, it is a special education doctorate, and he, because he's also a techie, incorporated using AI in special education, and so he's created all kinds of courses and all that stuff. So his wheelhouse, it is something that almost like, timing is timing. But if he hadn't had any barriers, and some of the barriers were if he hadn't had the barriers, I'm gonna leave it like that, he would have been here, because this is just his natural state. It's like his natural habitat is the library. Anyway, it's just very, very exciting to be able to see my friend get to this point, and to see my husband get to this point. Very, very exciting. Anyway, I just wanted to share that. I'm gonna get over here. I am driving to work, as you can probably tell, and I will be there shortly. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. I won't show you any of her investiture. That's her moment, and that's not something that I would actually put on social media. And but just know we're excited. I'm so excited. At first I didn't even think I was invited to it, and then somebody else told me they were going. I knew I was invited to the thing for tomorrow, and somebody else told me they were going and asked me if I was going. I was like, oh no, I gotta work that day. And then I was like, I looked back at the invitation, and sure enough, I was invited to this part of it as well. And so I was like, there's no way I'm not going. And so I'm going. All right, I'll see you later. Bye. So guys, the investiture was something to behold. It was a wonderful experience to see my friend get installed as a judge in LA County. And a few of us, not her, she went out with her family, but a few of us went out for ramen afterwards. And oh my goodness, it was so good, as you could tell by the after. It's not cup noodle. This ramen, when you get it out in restaurants, oh, so good. Anyway, it was awesome. And then we got some free entertainment. All right, guys, here we go. This is what's left in this bag right now. Yeah, I'm getting it done in this little bag. It's still a lot in the big bag, and I just threw in a finished object, which I should get out. Let me see. Okay. It might not be fully finished, but I made a Sammy Spore from Oak and Marlowe. And so I used up all of this color. This is a different color, you can tell, but it works. It's fine. And but I think, this might crochet up a little bit, or my tension is different. This might be crocheting up a little bit smaller. So Sammy Spore, the popper part is a little bit big, but yeah, see, there you go. There it is. So I just finished that. I made 3 turtles, and so far, and I don't know if I even showed you the 3rd iteration of the turtle. I figured, I was watching someone else's video, and they were, sorry guys, they were talking about, hold on, okay. So they were talking about, still have a problem with coning, guys. I gotta remember the tips that y'all gave me. I keep forgetting to do them. But anyway, forgot where I was going. Oh, I started the turtle pattern again and tried to start with a bottom base and then crochet in the legs and then crochet up, and I actually don't like the way that looked, but I'll show you guys that turtle. It's Saturday and we had a wonderful time yesterday, a wonderful Friday, and today we continue the celebration for my friend who became she was appointed as a judge for LA County, and so we're having a party. She's having a party today, and we are about to get, well, Steve is already dressed. I'm about to start getting dressed, and we're gonna head out to that. But this morning, I spent some time, I bought some things during Prime, and I bought something off the TikTok shop, and you guys will see I bought a chair. I told you guys I was having problems with my, wrist. And I figured out that when I was at work and crocheting, I didn't have a problem because I have arms on the chair and I can rest my arms on the chair. So I said, I'm going to get I already wanted one of these pink chairs anyway. And then I said, oh, I can get a gaming chair. And it has arms and I'll be able to rest my arms on it. So I'm sitting in the chair right now. I'll show you guys the chair later, but I got that. I got a little slim cart to fit things on, and so it wouldn't take up so much room. And so I have that, and I put that together. This morning I have 3 things I need to put together, and I put together 2 out of the 3. And now I am going to go ahead and start getting ready for this garden party celebration. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for her. And just really good to see people achieving the things that they've been pursuing. And to be at a point in your life where all of the big events of your life seemingly already happened. Like, her daughters are grown. She's had a wonderful career as an attorney representing children in the foster care system, and here she is with this big, huge thing happening, and it's just encouraging to me. It's inspiring to me. It's emotional for me to see her do this. And anyway, good day yesterday, good day today, and yeah, I'm going to continue on working on my projects from this bag. I'll bring the bag with me actually in the car because we're going to carpool. My friend is driving, and so we're going to carpool. That means I will have an opportunity to crochet while we're driving out. Anyway, I think that's everything for this clip. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. And here's my chair, guys. I'm so excited to have it. It feels really good. It has a little ottoman part that you can push out, and you can prop your legs up a little bit. It's actually, I feel like if it was made for somebody shorter than me, so I have to position myself right to be comfortable on the ottoman part, but it's perfect. Everything is perfect. This is my new spot to crochet in, and you know, all my crap is over here anyway. Not that I don't have crap everywhere else, but most of my crap is here. Anyway, guys, I said that's all. I just wanted to show you my pink chair. Very excited. I need a craft room so bad, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, bye. All right, guys, here is this. It's a penguin. It is not right at all, but it's cute. The original pattern is from Storyland Amis, and it is done in a DK weight yarn. That may be why I didn't get this quite right, but it's all right. It's cute. Like that red that's all the way up. Or it's either that or it's the way that I set it into the hood part. Anyway, it's a free pattern. It'll be linked below, and it is done. My favorite thing are the feet. Love how she made those. Anyway, that's it. That's all for this. And I think we're gonna go ahead and end this video with this last finished object. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you for supporting me, and please comment down below. I think the one question I ask you guys is, what do you think I'm going to do for the jellyfish that I ran out of the yellow yarn for? What would you do if it were you? And then tell me what you guys are currently working on. Please comment down below. I love reading your comments. I love interacting in the comments. And beyond that, please like, subscribe, share if you know somebody who you think would enjoy the content that I create. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. Until we meet again, keep it crafty. Bye.